Mia Cucina, where I teach you healthy eating and wonderful things. And I'm so excited about today because there is a heat wave. Can you all see me? Sometimes, I have to adjust this phone. But there's a heat wave all over the United States. So what I want to bring to you is how these wonderful cooling waters. I'm going to be showing you a metabolism booster water, a lower blood pressure water, a anti-inflammatory water, an immune system water, and then my super wonderful that I drink all the time is my wonderful Jamaican drink that I learned when I was in Jamaica. So the first thing we want to do is we want to get the tafadhali. Tafadhali. All right, guys. So let's get our tafadhali because we got a lot going on today. So what you want to do, the first thing you want to do is you want to get a pot like so, and you want to, put water in it and make sure that you turn it on so it gets nice and hot because we're going to be needing that. Yes, we're going to be making our first tea. And our first tea, it's just a little bit of work, not too much work. Okay, guys, so let me get my tafadhali nice and tight. Okay, so the first thing, this is my beautiful pineapple that got, harvested. My pineapple plant has already given me 2 pineapples. So what I'm going to do with this, I'm going to stick it in the ground, and then I am going to cover it with dirt up to here. And in 3 to 4 years, it'll give me a nice little pineapple like so. So I'm going to take this little pineapple and I'm just going to put it to the side. This is the little head of the pineapple. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to get your pineapple like so, because we are going to be using all of this. We're not throwing any of that away. So what you want to do is you want to make sure that you have a nice, if you don't feel comfortable with that, just cut this off. Okay, but I'm going to be using this because what I want to do is let me grab myself, oh, here it is, a little bucket here. Because what I want to do is I want to cut, let me show you because this is very important. I want to cut the parts, the skin of the pineapple because I'm going to be using that skin and I am going to put it in water. Because we want to wash these really, 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 really well. Because I'm going to take you from start to finish. And this is an amazing drink. It's a wonderful drink. It has turmeric. It has a lot of ginger. And then you can also add other things to it, depending on how you are feeling. If you're starting to not feeling well, this is also a very good drink that hydrates you. And not only that, it's got the ginger. And ginger is wonderful. And I'm going to talk about the benefits of honey today. But right now, I want to pay attention to my cutting. See, they all go in this water like so. All of my Jamaican friends that are out there, they're going to go, oh my gosh, she knows about the drink. Of course I know about the drink. Because when I go to different countries, I learn from the people. And besides, I have a beautiful Jamaican cousin anyways. But she's in Canada. Oh, I wish she was closer. So what I want to do is, get yourself, because, sometimes the pineapple, it's mine is. So what you want to do is, I am going to cut it in half. And then I'm going to cut it in half again. Because what I want is, I want the cord. Like that, and it's going to go in the water. So what I'm going to do with this pineapple over here, I forgot to get a plate. Let me disappear on you, because I want to put the pineapple to the side right now. So make sure you get the core, okay? So now, if there is a little thing like so, just remove that little thing. We're not going to need that, and just put that in the water, because we have to really wash this very, very well, because, we're going to be drinking that. So probably, 3 to 4 times, but make sure you get the cores, because the cores are delicious. Okay, so now I'm going to put the pineapple on the side. This is all going to go here. All right, so I am kind of done now with this, and I am going to put this in. I'm going to rinse it out, because, I am the only one here. I'm the one that films everything, and I love it when you guys, you know, write me and tell me, you know, what you want to see. So what you really, really want to do is you really, really want to wash the pineapple. Really, really want to wash the pineapple. So I am going to rinse the water out. I'll be right back. Because what you want to do, and I know you guys, I don't think you guys can see this. Let me see if I can bring you. And you want to rinse it out in cold water. Okay, let's go. We're going to go for a ride. We're going to come over here because I want to show you guys what you need to do. All right, can you see the water? Can you guys see this? All right, can you guys see that? All right, so you see what I'm doing? I am washing it really, really, really well because I don't want any dirt. And then you want to, let me see, can you guys see the sink? All right, so let me just get this out of the way here. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to constantly rinse it out 2 or 3 times, and I'm rinsing it in cold water. You see what I'm doing? Get all the stuff out. See what I'm doing? Get all the stuff out. Because this is what's going to give us this amazing, incredible, healthy drink. And if you go to Jamaica, you know, they have it in resorts, this drink. And it's so cooling for you, and it's so healthy for you. So you gotta wash it and wash it and wash it. Okay, 3 times. Wash it really, really, really well. All right. Let me get myself. So now what I'm gonna do with this, okay? Now we are going to take this, and there's my pot, and my pot is hot, so I'm just going to add it in my pot like so, just like that. It's hot water, it's not boiling. Okay, so now what I want to do is I want to put this down, and then we're going to go for another ride. Because now I want to bring you what we need to do. We need to continue this transaction here. All right, like I said, there's a lot to learn about this, and I want to go slow because I want to teach you this drink. All right, so now the water is hot, and now what you really want to do is I'm going to take this off, and you can reuse this. And I want to bring you to ginger. And ginger, you don't want to skimp. Can you guys see me? I don't see myself. So let me move this back. All right, let me see if you guys can see me there. All right. Now, ginger. Ginger is wonderful. I'm not getting it together, and it's only Tuesday. I want to make sure that you guys are seeing everything. You know, I know that you guys are probably seeing it, but all right, so let's just continue. So you want to get this wonderful thing. So the first thing you want to do is you don't want to skimp on ginger. So you want to get yourself a nice big piece of ginger. I know, but trust me, this is an amazing, wonderful drink, and it's so healthy for you. We're going to be utilizing ginger and real turmeric, and right now you can purchase your turmeric, and right now all the stores have them. So what you want to do is you want to peel the turmeric like I'm doing, like so. Okay, just peel it. Get your little bowl over here. Yes, your hands will get yellow, my favorite color, and it's not going to hurt anything. Okay, and what all you got to do is put it in the pot. Simple as that. So that's the turmeric. And turmeric is an anti-inflammatory. And ginger is very good for digestion. So, you know, I am going to be using a really big piece of ginger. You know, sometimes, you know, you get lucky and you find them this big because, you know, ginger is so good for digestion. It's so good for your stomach. And this is amazing. It's an amazing, amazing, and wait till I show you how it comes out. It's absolutely beautiful. So what you want to do is you just want to take the end over there out, just like so. We don't want to throw a lot of stuff away because it's all going to be needing. So while this is going to be cooking, I'm also going to be showing you my other waters. And I'm showing you these waters because right now I feel that it's very needed. And when I go into my prayers and I talk to God and God talks to me, because you know I'm an ordained minister, God says that, you know, this is very needed. And I felt that it was very important for me to bring this to you. And another thing is I know for a lot of young, they don't drink, you know, they drink a lot of sports drink and they're full of sugars, and this is not full of sugar, and which is even better for the kids, and it's wonderful. So if you can get your kids started, you know, drinking this wonderful elixir, I call it elixir. My husband and I, we got really sick in February before the corona thing, before the pandemonium thing started. And we were really sick. We didn't know at that time what it was. You know, and I healed us because I started with anti-inflammatory and then an immune system drink, and then I made my wonderful healing soup. So I believe that our body's healed. So we just have to do is give them the right food to heal. So now what we want to do is I just want to slice this. So, you know, you want to get some nice big slices of ginger, and they're all going to go in here. All right, so now I'm going to turn this up because what I want to do, I want this to boil for 20 minutes. 20 minutes, okay? And then what's going to happen to that 20 minutes is going to be, after the 20 minutes, you're going to let it seep for 15 to 20 minutes. I like mine to seep for a long time because I really love to get all those flavors because, you know, you can really taste it. Okay, so then what you're going to do after that, okay, and if we have time, I'll show you all of this, is you're going to get one of these guys and you're going to put a cheesecloth so it catches everything in here. And you're going to put it into a strainer like so, okay? Oops. And then, when you strain it, make sure you squeeze it really well. Okay, you follow me so far? You're with me so far? All right? And you're going to discard everything, the pineapple skins, the ginger, and the turmeric. Because what you're going to get is this. And I know I have not lost anybody. I hope I have not lost anybody. And it's a little, I just got a little spittle. That's why it's always good to kind of have a towel down there. Okay, so then you're going to discard that. Make sure that you don't discard your cheesecloths, and you can see that I've done a lot of these teas. So right now, I just want to put that on the side. So now that we are in this stage right now, we are going to add honey to this. And I wrote down 11 benefits of raw honey. And that's what I'm using. I am using local raw honey to where I live. I implore you to look for local raw honey where you live, because you know there's different bees, you know, and you gotta have the honey where you're from, especially if you suffer from allergies. And let me get my glasses. I think I have them somewhere. Here we are. Because I want to tell you the benefits of honey is I am going to be pouring a tablespoon of honey into this. Okay. Let me tell you about this. It stabilizes blood pressure, eliminates allergies, and is anti-inflammatory, promotes body and digestion health. Imagine. And with this tea, it strengthens the immune system. And when our immune system is compromised is when we get sick. I am not a doctor. You know, this is what works for me, and this is what I want to bring to you. This is my own. You do whatever you choose with this information. But I implore you to research the benefits of honey. It's an antibacterial, antifungus, relieves pain, calm nerves, balances sugar, and improves asthma and bronchitis. And I have asthma. So if you have asthma and bronchitis, honey is wonderful for you. So what I'm going to be doing, you can add a tablespoon, you can add 2 tablespoons, but I'm just going to add 1 tablespoon of honey. A good tablespoon of raw honey. Right into this. Look at that. Oh, mamma mia. Oh, mamma mia, che bellezza. Oh, mamma mia. I can't wait because I got my glass ready to go over here. Because I drink this all the time. And it's wonderful, wonderful for you. Okay, so now I am done with the honey. So now to this, I am going to grab a lime and an orange, but instead of using this orange, I am going to utilize these little cutie guys. All right, so now I am going to get my, you know, you can use more limes to this. You can use a whole lime, you can use a whole lemon. I like the lime. It just does something, you know, I like the lime. Okay, so now I have my lime squeezer over here. Because what we are doing is we're adding electrolytes. You know, and lemon and limes, they are full of electrolytes. And those are very good for our bodies. Like I said, I'm not a nutritionist, I'm not a doctor, but this is what's worked for me. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut 2 of these guys. Okay, and I'm also going to put them on the first one so it'll catch everything. Alrighty, so far so good, guys. Make sure you know you get all the juice because that's the sweetness also. Oh man, I tell ya, I cannot make this fast enough. And my husband and I, we drank this. And you know, so this will be done. So the one that I'm making now is extra. So it's wonderful because if you're working in the yard in this heat, especially for those that are, you know, that your husbands, they work in, you know, they do yards and things like this. If you make them a nice batch of this all day, it'll really be very good for his body, you know, for the whole, it's just such a goody drink. Okay, now to that, now you can become very fancy if you have company with this by, you know, slicing the oranges and put them in there. So now where is my stir? And what I did with this is I took the, you know, this was a spoon. I took the spoon off and I have one of these. And look at this. Look at this. Oh, mamma mia. So now, to your health. Oh my gosh, you gotta try this. Okay, so now we are done with this guy. And I am going to put this on the side over here because I'm gonna rinse my jar because I'm gonna get some water because I'm gonna show you the other things. I'm gonna go get water, one moment, because this is all about water. And I'm going to need to fill my jars with this water. And I am using filtered water that I have delivered. So make sure that you use filtered water because it's a heck of a lot better for you. All right, so now the first thing that I'm going to do is I am going to bring up my immune system. So what I do is, you know, because I'm going to be having 4 different, actually I have 5 different waters. I'm going to color, I have these caps that are different colors, but also guys, I'm going to write down immune system. All right, so this immune system, the first thing that we want to do, all right, is obviously we are going to get a lemon. Let me grab my tray because we're going to be utilizing quite a bit of things, and I'm going to be working from my tray. So what I want to do is, I have a little jar, so I don't have a lot. So what I'm going to do is probably, I'm going to be using maybe a half of lemon, and it's okay, you know, let me just rinse this out. I only have one of these squeezy things. All right. So now I'm going to take my lemon, and this one is for the immune system. So this is going to be for lemon. Okay, you see what I'm doing here? Okay, lemon. If you want more lemon, by all means, use more lemons. All right. But this jar is a, let's see, it doesn't say the size. It's something about, well, it's any jars, okay, because I'm not going to spend too much time on the jar. Okay, so I got my lemon, so now I want to get my mint. And my mint, I grow my own mint. And it can be really pretty. You can put the whole entire thing in there just like so. Goes in there. Let me just add the water because I'm not done yet. I'm not done yet. Fill up your jar. Not all the way to the top. Okay, because what I want to do now is I have my mint. I have my lemon. So now what I want to do is I want to take my ginger. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take, remember that ginger that we use? I have this piece right here. And make sure that there is no little dirts in here. Make sure, you know, you get it all out so it doesn't go in there. And then I'm just going to do the slices like so. And it is suggestible that you let this water sit for 24 minutes. 24 hours. Because the more it sits, the more delicious it picks up on the flavor. Okay, so now we have a half a lemon. We have the ginger. We have the mint. And now we're going to get a cucumber. Okay, and I'm going to be using cucumber for, let's see, my anti-inflammatory doesn't have the cucumber, but I'm going to be making a salad anyways later. So I am going to be using my cucumber. All right, so what I want to do is you want to definitely peel your cucumber. Okay, we don't want the peels in there. Like I said, the more it sits, the better this is. Make sure that your cucumber has no blemishes. If there is a blemish, make sure you get it out. Because, you know, we don't want blemished cucumber in there. And how much cucumber? You know, I like a lot of cucumber, so I'm just going to add 3. Okay, so far, so good. You guys are with me so far? Okay, so the immune system, which is it's very important, is lemon, an orange. Let me take my orange, and my orange has been really well washed. This is what you would call it, organic orange. I'm using everything organic. And what I'm going to do, because my jar is so small, is I'm going to take, because if it was one of these, then I would be using the slices. But I'm just going to be using 1 slice of orange, just like so. See that? So far so good? Yay! Okay, so now we have lemon, half a lemon, orange, mint, ginger, cucumber, okay? And now we gotta add the honey. And what I would do here is, because remember what I told you about honey, and this is for the immune system. And I probably would add about a half a tablespoon of honey on this one. And make sure that you get it all out. And you know what? These make great gifts. And you can put a ribbon on them, you know, and make it really pretty. It's, you know, it's however you want it. And then what I want to do is, where is my stirrer? Gee whiz, things disappear. Here it is. And I'm just going to do it like so. Okay, so now, so what's in the immune system? One more time, I'll go over it with you. Half a lemon, slice of orange, as you saw the whole entire mint, ginger, cucumber, and honey. Okay, you're going to cover this baby up and you're going to put it in the refrigerator. And obviously you're going to be, if you're going to be making one of these, I would highly suggest for you to use a half an orange, you know, and add more. So now this will go in the refrigerator for 24 hours and then you can start drinking it. Okay, so that's done. So that's one. All right, so now that is that's the immune system one. Now let me go to the anti-inflammatory one. And let me tell you what I did. This is going to have raspberries. And what I done is I mashed the raspberries. All right, I'm going to get one of these guys. And I just want to put my raspberry through the seed. Because, you know, we don't want to be eating all of that, whatchamacallit. Let me get my little, I know I have a little one. You know, to me, it's so therapeutic to do this, especially when it's so healthy. So how much raspberry, it depends on how much raspberry you like. So this is done, I'm going to put it on the side. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to smush it like this. Because what I want is I want that drink. Okay, you see what I'm doing? I am mushing it. And yes, I can get a bigger one, but you know why? This one fits really good on a wide mouth jar. All right? And see what I'm doing? See, look at this, guys. Look how easy this is. Because I don't want the seeds. It might take a little time, but good things come to those who wait. That's what my father and my mother would always tell me. Of course, they would tell me in Italian. So, you know, you got to be patient. You got to be patient. You got to be patient. Okay. So, for time restraints, I am just going to, look at that. See how that all comes out like that? So delicious like that. All right. So, I'm just going to put this guy aside. Let me grab myself a little something, because I can smush this later. Okay, so now I got my raspberry. Okay, now to this I'm going to utilize again, you know, a half a lemon. Again, this is, you know, antioxidants, and also lemons are very, very good for you because they have electrolytes. Okay, so now we're learning a lot about electrolytes. Where is my, I'm telling you, it's early in the morning, guys. Thank you for being patient, because, you know, it's just a lot, but I wanted to teach you guys these. So make sure that you squeeze those wonderful electrolytes that go in there. Yes, 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 yes. Oh my goodness, these are so good. Oh yes, look at that. Oh man. And you know, you could slice it, but if you're going to slice them, make sure that you peel them first. Don't ask me why. I think it just you know, it lasts longer, depending on how long you're going to keep it. So we have the raspberry, we have the lemon, and now what I'm going to do is I am going to bring extra, okay? So I'm going to put this over here, and what I have here is I have a wonderful pomegranate. And pomegranate is wonderful. Read about it. Because if I read about this, it is going to take a long time. How much pomegranate? Well, I'm going to be squeezing the pomegranate. We're going to be using, you know what, if you want to use juice, make sure that whatever juice you're using is organic. And what I'm doing right here, can you see what I'm doing, guys? Is I am mushing my pomegranates. Yes, and can you hear? It goes, tri, 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 tri. It's because, you know, you got to put some power. This is how I exercise. All right. But what I want to show you guys, well, let me just stick to the program, because if I don't stick to the program, we're going to lose everything. Okay, so now I got my beautiful pomegranates. You know, it actually, you could go like this. They do that in different countries. You know, they don't have these strainers. depending on what country you go, you know, depending. So we have the pomegranates. But, you know, I would sit here longer to do this, but because of a time restraint, I'll be here all day. So what I'm going to do is I'm also going to put this in here because I can do this later. But I just wanted to show you what I'm doing, because in that way you guys can take your own time to do it your own self. Okay, so now we got and now we have our beautiful pineapple. And our beautiful pineapple, let me grab a bowl. Because my beautiful pineapple is right here. And what I want to do is I want to utilize my pineapple. Okay, so you guys are going to think this is really crazy. But wait till I show you. You're going to take a squeezer like so. You're going to take your pineapple chunks in here, okay? And you're just going to squeeze them. Pineapple juice. You're going to keep putting in there. You're going to squeeze them. Pineapple juice. There might be a little something in there. Keep putting in there. Because in that way we're squeezing all of our pineapple. How much pineapple is how much, you know, whatever you want to use. You know, you want to use a half a cup to a cup. And see what happens with this. I can cut this up and put it in my soil. So that's going to be my compost. Okay, so I'm going to use that in this. Remember, I told you we were going to utilize almost the whole entire pineapple. I love pineapple. Pineapple's got some wonderful enzymes for us, for digestion. It's very, very good for us. So I'm not measuring, guys, because when I do this, I don't measure. I just eye everything. Okay, make sure you squeeze it good and good. Put that on the side of there. All right, so what I'm going to do is while I still have my little this, is to catch anything goes all in there, just like so. Okay. So far, so good, guys. God, you guys are awesome. All right, so now we have our wonderful ginger. Because what we want to do is we want to add ginger. Remember, this is an anti-inflammatory, so if you're feeling poofy, if you feel inflamed, by all means, this is what you want to do. You want to use this, okay? It's a suggestion. Remember, I'm not a doctor. This is, you know, I've been on this kick, on this health kick for many years. And I was called a tree hugger and all these wonderful things, but I learned how to heal. So now we take the ginger. Ginger, we don't have any more ginger, but I do have ginger because I always buy it in bulk because I make these teas all the time. So what I want to do is I'm going to take this part of the ginger. See what I did? I just took a part of the ginger and I am just going to peel my ginger. Remember, we peel the ginger. We don't want any peels in here. Oh yeah. In the meantime, I did not put the timer, but I think it's been 10 minutes because I can always tell by, the water. It starts to change. It starts to make this beautiful color. All right, guys. So now what we want to do is we want to continue with our anti-inflammatory deal here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to clear the decks. You know, get yourself a tray. See, with everything you need, and then that one makes it a lot easier for you. I always talk to you about organizing. This is the best way to organize. Okay, so now what I want to do is to this, I am going to add some slices of ginger. Maybe 3, maybe 4, because this is an anti-inflammatory. I like to add a little extra. And I can remove this now. And there goes my ginger. All right, so now we got raspberry, lemon, pomegranate, pineapple, ginger, and the last thing, which is amazing, you know, you can omit the honey or you can add the honey to this. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to eye it. I'm just going to do it just probably a half a tablespoon, because, you know, I want to get all the benefits of the honey. So now to this, I am going to add the water. Oh yeah, baby, look how beautiful this is. Look how beautiful this is. And just mix it up. Oh, again, you know, it needs to sit in the refrigerator for 24 hours. So now we have our anti-inflammatory all done. Okay, so now for metabolism. You know, your metabolism has been slow. You know, you've been wondering why. So what we want to do to this is I am going to be utilizing dun, 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 an organic gunpowder green tea. And what I'm going to do to this is I did not make the tea because I forgot, and I own it. You know, we gotta own when we do something, you know, instead of going, well, I don't know. You gotta own it. So what I'm going to do instead, I'm just gonna let it steep in here. Do you remember in the old days, we would take those big jars, we would put tea bags and we would put them in the sun? Do you guys remember that? That was a long time ago. I still do it. All right, so this is going to go to this. I am going to be adding 2 cinnamon sticks, just like so. We have our green tea, and now what I want to do is, oops, this little guy came off. I'm not going to worry about it. It's no big deal. To this, I am going to get some strawberries. And let me tell you something. When I bring home my strawberries, and especially the organic ones, as I put them in a tray like so, and then I cover them with paper towel because they last me longer. So what I want to do is I want to take a couple of strawberries, and I'm just going to wash them real quick. I don't wash my strawberries until I'm ready to use them. So don't wash your strawberries, because if you wash your strawberries, they're going to go bad. Okay? So again, this is a metabolism one. So the metabolism one is, let me get myself a little paring knife. We're not going to utilize the greens. We're just going to come in here, and we're just going to kind of go around and get that out. Twist it, get it all out. Okay, we're going to do the same thing here. Okay, so now, what I like to do with this, again, you know, I like to take my strawberry, and what I do is I just going to use my hands, like so. Oh yes, and I'm just going to use my hands because it goes a lot faster. So I'm using 2 strawberries, and actually, and what you want to do is you want to use the strawberries that, you know, when you bring them home, there's those strawberries that are more done than others. Those are the ones you want to use. Let me wash these guys. Okay, so I'm going to do the pairing again. In the meantime, we got that other thing going on, and I can't wait to show you how I finished that. Okay, this guy, he's not going to like it too much, so he did not make the cut. Okay, but these guys made the cut. So you know, this little guy gets a lot of work from me, and trust me, I change these guys out like 3 or 4 times because when I make this, I make it in a big batch. But just for, you know, for this kind, I am sure, and what I'm doing is I'm getting the pulp, okay? So I better keep it like so because it'll be better. And you know, when you get one of these guys, you know, and it's interesting because when you do tomatoes, my family had, I don't know what that is called, had this thing, it's this huge long thing, and they would smush the tomatoes like this when they would make the jars. So again, for time purposes, I'm going to take this just to show you the pulp. Look at that. See that? Look at that. It all comes out. Okay, just going to put that over there. Because, you know, I don't really mind. All right, so now to this, let me just get it a nice little clean here because, oops. Just my husband and I, nobody sees this. All right, because I definitely want my tea in there. I know it's a mess, guys, but you know what? It's fun. Look at it as fun and stop looking at it as something horrible. All right, so now, well, you know, when you're doing all these waters, you're going to get dirty. Usually, I just do one, depending on what's happening with me. My metabolism is slow. I make this water, okay? So now to this, I'm going to add some mint. All right, so How much mint? That much. I'm just gonna put it in there just like that. Okay, so now to this, I'm gonna be adding some more lemon. All right, where is my thing here? Because you know, I want the electrolytes. And I'm just going to make sure, I'm going to cut the whites out so it'll fit. So 1 lemon, guys, 1 lemon is already made 2 jars. All right, because I really want the juice of this lemon. Because I want the electrolytes. Oh yeah, baby. And then what you do, for it to fit, you see these little things over here? Just cut these guys off. Makes it a lot easier. And trust me, I can use these pieces for lemon water. But I do want this right here. I am full of information. So you want to definitely squeeze all the lemon out. All right, squeeze the lemon out. Okay, get rid of that. Let me go ahead and give this a rinse because it's really, I gotta get my hands rinsed here. All right, sorry it's taking so long, guys, but you gotta be patient with me because I'm a one-woman show here. Okay, so now we have here the cinnamon, the green tea, the strawberries, the mint, and the lemon. Okay? I go get more water so I can fill up my jar. So make sure that you guys get quite a bit of water. Well, it depends, you know, on how much you're going to be making. You know, if you're going to be making a whole jar, then, you know, you would have your water. So what you want to do is you want to add, oh, obviously I didn't get enough water. I'll go get more. Sorry, guys. But that's how it is, you know. And water is so important because it's hydrating us and it's taking care of us. And with all these wonderful things that we keep adding to it. All right, I keep getting the water. All right, so now, let me add more water because I want to bring this all up to here. All right, so now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to close it like so, okay? It doesn't, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to check, I got my tea bag over here, and I'm going to check on this one. So this is the Metabolism Booster, cinnamon, green tea, strawberries, mint, and lemon. One more time. Metabolism Booster, cinnamon, green tea, strawberries, mint, and lemon. Okay, so now we are going to lower our blood pressure. So we want to lower our blood pressure. Okay, so yes, there is a water that you could be making for yourself that lowers your blood pressure. Okay, so what we're going to need is kiwi. I have my pomegranate. And I have my ginger. I know my ginger went somewhere. All right, maybe I didn't cut enough ginger. See that? When there's so many things going on, but it's okay because you know what? I have more ginger here. All right, so now this has been, it's 20 minutes. I'm going to shut this off and I am going to let it steep for 15 minutes. And what you're going to end up, you're going to end up with all of that, okay? All right? So I'm just going to just shut it off and I am just going to remove it off the fire and I am just going to put 15 minutes on there. Okay, in the meantime, I am going to cut out my, in the meantime, let me just fill this up with water. Okay, I'm just going to put it because I don't know how much it's going to take, you know, for the, when I start putting my fruit in. So what we are going to do is, these are organic kiwis. Oh my gosh, they look so good. It's amazing. You know, when God created earth, He created everything for us. He created all of our vegetables, all of our fruits to work with the bodies that He created, because our bodies were not meant to die. Our bodies were meant to work, to be, you know, to last. Okay, now to this, I like kiwi. So, and I know it's just a small jar, but guess what I'm going to do? I am going to add the entire kiwi, and I am not going to mush this one. okay? Because I am going to be drinking this a lot. And my husband and I, you know, we absolutely love this drink. And to this is going to be pretty. To this, I'm going to add a tablespoon of wonderful pomegranate. But I'm also going to use a tablespoon in here for the pulp. Because, you know, you can make things pretty, okay? And I'm just going to use my fingers because I found that when I get my fingers in here, it's easy for me to, you see what's happening in here? You see, oh, you are, look at that, I'm seeing, isn't that pretty? It just looks like wine, red, red wine, la, 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 la. Put yourself some good Jamaican music or whatever music you like to listen to and just really enjoy the process of this. Oh, it's so much fun to get your hands in here. It's nice and cooling. For someone that, I'm having my second menopause at 63 years old. Go figure that one out. Okay. So now look at that. Look how beautiful that looks. Oh, mamma mia. I love vegetables, and I'm amazed how God created these amazing, wonderful things. All right, so now, with this particular guy, we need the ginger, because I don't have my ginger yet. Let me move that out of the way. I know we got a lot going on here. So now what I want to do is, I want to use this part of the ginger, because I don't really want to cut into these pieces, because trust me, these guys will be also. So how much ginger is how much ginger you want. You know, it's amazing, you know, when you put these combinations together of what it does, you know. So now I have a nice big chunk like so. So what I want to do is I'm going to take slices, thinly slice this guy. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so then I'm going to get my cap. All right, so now, let me recap everything. All right, because I want to recap everything, because I'm going to bring you to all of this, guys, all of this. Let me clear the deck so you guys can see. So now, when you're having a pool party, when we can have a pool party, when we are, you know, back to our lives, now you have these delicious, wonderful waters, including this guy over here, because, you know, everybody wants to come to the party. We have our wonderful, yummy, yummy, yummy Jamaican drink, and this is what I like to do. I like to take pomegranate in my Jamaican drink like that. Look how pretty that is. Isn't that pretty? And it's so good for your health. And you know, it just hydrates you. So this you can immediately drink. So now I just want to make sure that when this is done, that you are going to drain it, okay, with a colander and the cheesecloth. And this is what you get. And remember, we added orange to this, and we also added lime to this. Antioxidants. Then we have our wonderful lower blood pressure that's got kiwi, cherry, pomegranate, and ginger. Wouldn't you like to come over and have some of this? All right, so now the next thing is a metabolism booster. Cinnamon, green tea, strawberries, mint, and lemon. Look at that. Then we have the anti-inflammatory, raspberry, lemon, pomegranate, pineapple, ginger, and honey. And then we have our immune system that has got lemon and orange and mint and ginger and cucumber and honey. And look how beautiful this is. All of these will sit in my refrigerator for 24 hours, and I can start drinking them tomorrow. In the meantime, I have this wonderful thing. And now, guys, make sure that this, okay, after the 15 minutes that you steep it, okay, again, you are going to drain it with a colander and a cheesecloth. Then you're going to add your 1 to 2 tablespoons of honey. Then you're going to add your lemon or lime. Okay? So far, so good. And then an orange. I want to thank you so much for joining me today, my beautiful cucina, as we went and looking for the most wonderful things that can help us, to help us with our hydration, to help us with our immune system, with our metabolism. I thank you so much for joining me on these wonderful waters. I bring you lots of love to you from Mia Cucina, my kitchen to yours. Mwah, mwah, mwah. I love you, Bentley. Hydrate, drink these beautiful things. And then the rest of these vegetables, cut them up and freeze them because they make incredible smoothies. I love you, Belly. Mwah, mwah. Ciao, ciao, Belly. I love you. Ciao, ciao. La, 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 la. Mwah, ciao, Belly. I love you.